Okay, so I'm hoping that the beautiful sunlight continues to just beam through the window because I have no lights here. Seeing this isn't the US, my home in the US, so makes things a little tricky when it comes to recording. So keep that in mind. Hello, my beautiful people. How are you today? I'm gonna tell you I have so much to share since getting here to France in our not new, but our home here, which is basically our vacation / retirement home. And that is why we acquired it. If you have not seen that video, you need to go and check it out. I will hopefully remember to put a link so that you can click on it and see the house tour at the least. Now, today I have so much to share with you regarding this lovely place that I'm in. So we arrived and we're actually north of Paris, so countryside France in the Champagne region. And we have been just basically, we hit the ground running, getting the house together as much as we could at this point, but then also trying to enjoy ourselves, especially because, honey, Hermes Sojourner was on a mission. You hear me? You know what I'm talking about, that big H mission, right? So let me tell you, I have several videos that are going to be rolling out, and it's an entire series because I do not want this one video to be like days long. I mean, the information I have gotten from my experience has been amazing, and I'm hoping that past Hermes Sojourner would glean something from these videos. So I'm hoping you will get something out of this, and it's just not me sitting here babbling on for no reason. So I have my tea. Cheers. So good. And I have my notes. So if you see me look down, just know, bear with, I am reading my notes so that I can make sure I give you all the deets of what happened, okay? So let's get into it. I'm going to start with our Hermes appointment plan. So before we even decided to plan this trip for France in November of last year, I had already started to put together like a wish list. And well, I had long been put together a wish list. I mean, I put this wish list together in 2016, 2017. Listen, I am very serious. When I want something, this is going after it. But in addition to that, I always want to make sure what I'm wanting is something I truly, truly want, and not just something that's like temporary or just a fleeting type of thing, or, you know, a fad, right? So I always make a list and then I refer back to it. And if the same thing continues to come, it's like tugs at my heartstrings, then I know for sure, yes, it's something that I truly, truly would like. So I am going to go over today my wish list or / our wish list, because Hubs has one as well. I created it for him too. And our appointment plan. So this is how it went down. My wish list, of course, it consisted of a quota bag. I had, I wanted either a Birkin in a 25 or size 30 or Kelly. A Birkin was at the top of my list just because of the way that I like to carry my bag. Whereas a Kelly is just more sleek, sophisticated, and I already own one that's vintage. So I felt another one would be nice, right? Because, you know, I may want to switch it up, even, especially if I get a different size. So the Kelly 28 was on my wish list. Colors for both of them, either the Birkin or Kelly, was neutral. So I was open to blacks, golds, you know, grays, taupe, any of those within that family. You know, I'm a monochrome neutral and I love that aesthetic. So I wanted to pretty much stick with that. Hardware, palladium. As you know, I love my silver. I just do. My white gold, I just love it. So palladium just is a natural fit for my life. And so that was on my list. And then, I mean, when it came to leather, I was just open. You know, I'm still exploring the different types of Hermes leather. I didn't want to limit myself, but I did want something that I could use every day because, you know, I'm tough on things. I just am. I don't know why. I just am. I love living life. So I just go through life living it, you know? So I wanted something that would stand up to the wear and tear of a sojourner. Now, I did say thus far, you know, I did try Togo and Clemens, so I know those are good fits for me, but I was open. And that's another little note I left myself, was that because this is my first Birkin or Kelly coming straight from Hermes, it's not vintage, and it will not be my last, I was completely open to what they would present, even when it came to colors, just because you really never know until you see it in person and carry it. So I was open to whatever would be presented. Even when it came to the hardware, I'm not gonna lie, it's not my first choice, it's not gold, but I was open to that as well. And also, I wanted an authentic experience. I didn't want an experience that was curated. So those were notes that I left myself to remind myself for going to appointments or to the store in person. Now, the rest of my wish list was ready to wear. I was looking for a coat or a jacket. I was also looking for sweaters or long sleeve tops or, you know, short sleeve. So I was open really when it came to ready to wear. I just wanted to experiment, check out what fit for me, how things hung on me, different textures, what their sizes were for me, and what worked and what didn't work. I really wanted to get into that. The other thing on my wish list was a tan camel tone shawl or scarf. I really wanted one because I have one that's black and it's so fabulous. I wanted one to match the current coat that I wear, that I just love, my current camel coat. And so hence it was on my list. Then I wanted a Hermes giant silk triangle scarf. Now this I find interesting because I keep trying to search for this magical scarf and I don't find it. As you can see, I'm wearing one today, but this is actual just one of the medium-sized square scarves that I folded over. So it's not like I have to have one. It's just a little more convenient, especially when my hair is not silk pressed, so when it's not straightened and I want to put it up in my natural curls, it just makes it easier to whip it on there. Thus far, I have not been successful at finding one. I wanted a Kelly belt in black with palladium hardware because I already have one in gold with gold hardware, and I wanted one with black and palladium because I know it would be a perfect addition to my wardrobe. The other thing on my list, let me see, a tan camel tone cape. I love capes, even though they are not the most user-friendly when it comes to me. I love them. So I put one on my list, and that was it for my list. For Hub's list, we were looking for a wallet because it's just time, you know, every once in a while it's nice to just to upgrade, and it was time for him to have an upgrade. Sweaters, but he was really interested in a sweater with the zipper that's like halfway, so a half zip, and a belt because he hasn't gotten a designer belt as yet, and I felt Hermes would be the perfect belt for him. So that was on the list, and boots because he loves boots. Let me tell you, whoa. Hubs loves him some boots, like he just does, especially brown. If they're brown boots, he's in love. So they were on the list. Now, let me give you a note. Hubs and I created this list together, and we ended up doing it in a shared document, and I'm going to tell you why this is important. So when we went into the store, if we happen to get separated for any reason, like he's in one department, I'm in another, and we're just perusing, then he would automatically have the list with him and could look and refer to it if someone asks, hey, what is your wife looking for? What is she interested in? So it's not just me banging on about, oh, I want a Birkin that looks like this, I want a color that looks like this, but he was also equipped and prepared. So that, I think, is something very interesting. If you have someone that you are going into the Hermes store with, have a shared wish list so that you are able to both easily access it, so you know what the other needs and wants, even if they're not present for whatever the reason may be. Things that were just a no for us. Yes, it happens. Jewelry. We're Cartier people. We weren't looking for jewelry, even though Hermes is coming out with some stunning pieces. It's just not something that I personally am interested in. And Hubs, he's good. He got I got him the Cartier Love Cuff for his birthday last year, and he just fell in love. And I think as far as jewelry is concerned, we're pretty much set. We don't need any additional pieces. Watches. We are Apple Watch people, and yes, we do wear and purchase solely the Hermes Apple Watch. So we are still within the Hermes realm, but as far as their fine jewelry or their piece watches in that category, we're just not interested in. And we also get the band. So today I'm wearing the sports band, but on average, I wear the leather band that wraps around, and I am very consistent in upgrading those and adding different ones to my my wardrobe, because it's just always nice to change things up a little bit. Shoes. Yeah, we just already have a ton of Hermes shoes, so we're not looking for any more at this point, not at this moment. Home goods, that was not on our list, not this time. I do have interest in home goods and blankets, pillows, but also some of their lounges and desks. Oh my God, I cannot wait. But then also some of their mugs and things of that nature I am very interested in, but just not this go around. It just wasn't something at the top of my list. And then exotics, it's just not our preference. So that wraps up this video. So you know my mindset and what I was looking for and what we were wanting prior to the trip and how we were preparing. So